Psychology facts about human behavior. Human behavior is a complex interplay of thoughts, emotions, motivations, and external influences, all studied extensively in psychology. Numerous psychological facts offer insight into how people think, feel, and act in different situations. Understanding these behaviors can improve interpersonal relationships, decision-making, and self-awareness. One interesting fact is that people tend to conform to group norms, even when those norms contradict their own beliefs. This is demonstrated in the famous Asch conformity experiments, where participants often agreed with the group's incorrect answers simply to fit in. This shows how powerful the desire to belong can be and how social pressure can override logic and personal judgment. Another well-documented phenomenon is the bystander effect, where individuals are less likely to help someone in distress when others are present. The diffusion of responsibility causes people to assume someone else will take action, resulting in inaction. This highlights how human behavior can be heavily influenced by situational factors rather than personal intent. Cognitive biases also shape much of human behavior. The confirmation bias, for example, causes people to seek out information that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs and ignore contradictory evidence. This bias can affect everything from political opinions to everyday decisions, reinforcing existing perspectives and limiting openness to new ideas. Memory, too, is not as reliable as we might think. Psychological research has shown that human memory is reconstructive rather than reproductive. This means that each time a memory is recalled, it can be subtly altered, influenced by emotions, subsequent experiences, or suggestions. As a result, eyewitness testimonies are often less accurate than assumed, and personal recollections may be flawed without us realizing it. Emotion plays a significant role in behavior. Studies have shown that people in a positive mood are more likely to be generous and cooperative, while those experiencing negative emotions may act more selfishly or aggressively. Emotions can even affect perception. For example, fear can make a harmless situation seem threatening, demonstrating how mood can skew reality. The concept of delayed gratification also reveals much about self-control and long-term planning. The famous Stanford marshmallow experiment showed that children who could wait for a larger reward later tended to have better life outcomes in terms of academic success and emotional regulation. This suggests that self-discipline is a crucial predictor of future behavior and achievement. Another fascinating aspect is how people interpret the actions of others. The fundamental attribution error refers to the tendency to attribute others' behaviors to their character while overlooking situational influences. For instance, if someone cuts us off in traffic, we may think they are rude rather than considering they might be rushing to an emergency. This bias affects judgments and can lead to misunderstandings in social interactions. Finally, people are more influenced by nonverbal cues than they often realize. Body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can convey more than words themselves. Trust, dominance, interest, or deception can often be sensed through subtle nonverbal behaviors, showing how much of communication happens below the surface. Understanding these psychological facts helps illuminate why people behave the way they do, fostering greater empathy and insight in everyday life. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.